All right, please come over here. Something important is going on. All right. Okay. Let's not fall down. Okay. All right. So please come over here. Okay. So we are gonna find something like this during the exam too. All right, during exam too. So this is the heart model, and you can find lots of blood vessels, and you can actually open it up. All right, you can open it up. So let's start from the outside, then gradually we'll go inside. You see, this is the heart, and it should be like this. In my body, it should be like this. Apex should be on the other side, left hand side. This is the anterior surface, this is the posterior surface, and base is right there. It is on the diaphragm. You can see the white portion. This is the diaphragm. This is the part of coronary circulation. This is called left anterior descending. All right, left anterior descending. This is the part of left coronary artery, and this is the right coronary artery. That's it. This is the right. Yes, this is the right ventricle on this side, right ventricle, and this is the left ventricle. You can see partially from front. How do we know this is the left ventricle? Because from our book we know that the left ventricle also forms the apex. So find out the apex and try to figure out the left ventricle. All right, apex, left ventricle, and the other one should be the right ventricle. Which one is the right atrium and left atrium? We found this really difficult to figure out in the real heart, but here it's not that much difficult. It is the right atrium. Of course, this is the left atrium, because if it is right ventricle, the atrium on top should be the right atrium. All right. Now about the blood vessels. It's not that much difficult. Superior vena cava is coming from the top. This is the superior vena cava. Inferior vena cava is coming from the bottom. This is the inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. All right. Inferior vena cava. And both of them are emptying in the right atrium. All right, right atrium. From the right atrium, let's open it right now. From the right atrium, you can see the superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. Coronary sinus is not shown because it's so small. From the right atrium, blood will go to the right ventricle via one valve. This is the tricuspid valve. These, if you find something attached over here, these are the chorda tendon. And these are theoretically the papillary muscles. All right, papillary.
What tendon?
Chorda tendon, cord like tendons, chorda tendon, chorda tendon, chorda. And these are the papillary muscles, finger-like muscles. From the right ventricle, blood will rush through this vessel.
Semilunar valve.
Via the semilunar valve. Via the semilunar valve. Semilunar valve. 3 cars, but still we don't call it tricuspid. Via the semilunar valve, blood will go through this blood vessel. What is the name of this one?
Right pulmonary artery.
Not right, just say pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery, all right. It will eventually be divided into right and left, but initially this is the one. You can actually call it pulmonary trunk, because trunk means small but wide artery, all right? Okay, so from the lungs, you know that the blood gets rejuvenated and everything, and it should return to the heart. Here, actually paired vessels, 2 from right, 2 from left, and all of them open up in the left atrium.
Pulmonary veins.
Pulmonary veins, because even though they are red, but they are coming towards the heart. So that's why there are 4 openings for 4 pulmonary veins, 2 from each lungs. All right, 2 from each lungs.
Is that the only thing that you call veins that carry oxygenated blood?
Umbilical vein is like that. All right. So here from the left atrium, blood will now go to the left ventricle via another valve, which is called bicuspid valve, and it has got a name called mitral valve. From the, and here we also have got the chorda tendon, papillary muscle, everything. And these roughened areas, these are called trabeculae cardi. Names are kind of similar, but they are not the same. Trabeculae cardi. However, from the left ventricle, blood will take one 360-degree turn and will go through again another semilunar valve. There are 3 cars, but this time it's called aortic semilunar valve. Aortic semilunar valve, you can see right here in white. You can write here in white. Pulmonary one is right here, aortic one is right there. So blood will go through this valve to the aorta. This is the aorta. The beginning portion, when it is going up, we call it ascending. Here you can see the arch, and it will eventually go down, then you will call it descending. There are three blood vessels arising from the arch of the aorta. The first one, it's on your right hand side, is called brachiocephalic trunk, or right brachiocephalic trunk.
We have to know the name?
Yes. Right one, brachiocephalic. Alright. Right arm and right side of the head. Left one, we don't have left brachiocephalic because they are initially divided. Brachiocephalic trunk will eventually divide into common carotid and subclavian, but from the very beginning, left side, we have got the common carotid going up and subclavian going on that way. Alright. So these blood vessels. About this,
Wait, I'm sorry, Professor, what do you call them again?
left common carotid is supplying the left side of your head, and left subclavian is supplying the left upper lip. And there are two blood vessels joining to form the superior vena cava. It's called the jugular vein. As you can see, this is the jugular vein and this is the subclavian vein. However, I'm not going to ask you these questions though, but these arteries are very important. And other things, I'm not going to ask you, but you need to know, this is the trachea. This is the trachea and this is the esophagus. So with this model, you can actually have the relationship. Which one is in front, which one is at the back, which one is in the middle, this type of things, okay? So these are the few blood vessels connected to the heart. Now we will go